Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6 foot. Here he comes. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues.
We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which fighter will say no mas? That jab gets blocked. Perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Jab slightly off target. Punch. Good counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Stay focused. Then put it back on him this round. Right, let's go out then.
You were thinking you were smart.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And he blocks the left uppercut. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one. Whoa, wait a minute! And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. That was the moment.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round. Whoa, wait a minute. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious... And down goes Wilder. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
How about that? Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Let's talk about Wilder in that last. This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So,
whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about what?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Heavyweight is has he punched himself out. That left hook misses. Every time they throw a shot. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. And you continue.
Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. There's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? It's staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. Hold it right there! Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Oh, Wilder fighter just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That hook's blocked. A straight right just misses. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I'm worried about these. And we enter the 8th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Well, the Eastern Assassin is...
Took me 8 rounds to figure you out, bro.
A shot from
Took
the
me
gods
8
to
rounds
kill.
to finally figure you out, bro. Now I gotta destroy you this whole round. I gotta knock you down 3 more times this round, bro. Don't run.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that I ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked.
Finally figured him out when it was too late, bro.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left.
Finally figured him out, bro. Dang.